How's it going, everybody? As you can see here, this is Back to the Basics Blacklight Tango Down edition. I know how much everyone loved the Back to the Basics series, and I figured why not bring it back on a new game that's coming out and introduce you guys into some tips and tricks that I've picked up along the way that will help you improve your game and come to liking this game a little bit more. Now, it is a new game, so even myself, I'm not even getting used to the game yet, so don't expect to just jump into the game and grab the controller and just expect to do well at it. It's a brand new game and we have to adapt to everything. So one of the tips I want to talk about today is taking the time to learn about the game before you actually jump into the multiplayer. Now, if you're not interested in buying the game right now, you want to kind of see what it's about, I completely agree with you, because that's what I did personally. I downloaded the demo and I actually used 50 minutes of my 60 minutes of time. What I suggest for you to do is go ahead and play some Black Ops, which is like the campaign mode for this game, and get used to the controls. Learn how to switch guns, jump, B is to duck under cover, those things. Get the basic controls down until you feel comfortable with it. The second thing I can do, and I don't know if you can do this in the demo, I didn't take the time to check, but I suggest memorizing or getting used to the maps. Now, this is one of the first things I did before I went on to the multiplayer, is I went to the private match option in the quick game, and I just went through the maps and I kind of went over a quick overview and looked over the maps, which ways you can run through, which ways you can't. The different levels, and by levels I mean, like on this map you have a downstairs, you have a middle part, and then you have the two-story buildings where a lot of snipers, and I take point there once before in this video. But just familiarize yourself with the maps a little bit and then jump into the multiplayer. Now, the reason I don't say memorize the maps right now is because all you need to know is the basics, where to run, because when you're playing the map, each person you play against has a different route that they run. So then once you're playing online, then you kind of start to memorize the common points, the nade spots, where everyone's going. You can't just jump in the game and expect to know that. Now, along with this topic is I can only help you on this game as I'm learning, because this is a brand new game for me and it's an amazing game. Now, one point I do want to make is I'm not suggesting anyone go buy this game, because I don't want to be responsible if you buy this game and you don't like it. I would probably feel morally wrong if I knew that someone spent $15 that they might not have had just based on my opinion. So what I want you guys to do, and what I always suggest doing, is downloading the demo, finding out if you like it for yourself, or watching these videos and see if that's something you would like to play. Now, my personal opinion on this game is 1,200 Microsoft points for this game is an absolutely amazing deal. I mean, you can see here this scope here that we've never seen before in another first-person shooter, at least me personally haven't. I mean, it zooms in quite a lot. It's almost like a Battlefield sniper rifle. What is it, the 6x scope? It doesn't zoom too far, and then it has this red laser dot that points exactly where your bullets will be going. I'm just curious to know whether or not the enemies can see that, so I'm gonna have to find someone to get online with in a private match and see if they can see it or not. Who knows? But my overall opinion on the game, if you guys are interested in hearing, is 1,200 Microsoft points. Personally, I think is kind of like upsetting to the people that made this game. I think this game is actually worth $60. They could have easily charged $60 and I would have bought this game. There's so many different maps, so many customizations, not only for your primary weapons but your secondary weapons as well. There's so many different maps, and it's just simple. It's not complicated. Now, one suggestion to game makers that I would like to make, and I want to hear your guys' opinion on this. I feel that if game developers want to sell their game and be able to market their game easier, I feel that they need to take notes from some of the more popular franchises like Call of Duty and kind of take the simplicity of being able to invite friends, joining lobbies, looking up your ranks, things of that nature. I mean, especially controls. Controls are everyone. I mean, excuse me, everything. And I think that's one of the biggest downsides to playing a new game that turn most people off to a video game, is having to grab the controller and now memorizing an all new set of controls, and then, you know, in a couple hours when your friends invite you to Modern Warfare, now you're kind of confused because you have to go back to the Modern Warfare controls. And that's just my personal opinion. I feel that that's one of the reasons that kind of turns me off the games. I wish there was a universal you know, set of controls, tactical, southpaw, all those things. The buttons did the same thing on each game. Now, this was a long game. This was like a 16-17 minute game, so I cut through you know, the rest of the game because I didn't want to waste you guys' time. It's just a quick introduction, a quick back to the basics for you guys to introduce you into Blacklight. So I hope you guys liked this video. It ended up being me versus 4 or 5 people, and then me versus 2 people. And I ended up going like 42-16 or something like that. My score would be right here in the end. But let me know what your guys' opinion are on this game. If you tried it, are you going to try it? You know, etc., etc., etc. Just be sure to let me know. And be sure to stay tuned because I am going back to the basics to Modern Warfare 2 pretty soon. But until next time, I'm Papsc, and I'm out of here.